Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase for your Forest River XLR Nitro 35 DK5 fifth wheel toy hauler. Guys have picked a beautiful unit here. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things and get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite and some things you should take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, you leave plenty of room for your slide to come in and out, as well as your awning. On your off campsite, again, your slides. But I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power is going to be just above your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Your docking station or water is going to be at the front of the driver's side of your tow vehicle or off campsite. And then lastly, I want you to think about your garage. Leave plenty of room for your ramp to come down. Set your patio up. Once you arrive, you got yourself parked in a nice spot. First thing you're going to do is unhook your hitch and level your unit. Now to turn on your auto leveling system, two places you can control this. Easiest from down here, touch both these arrows, that's going to turn this on. All you're going to do at this point is lift the front of the unit up, or unhook your hitch and lift it up. Get your vehicle up out of there. Once your vehicle's up out of there, touch auto level. Auto level is going to run down all your auto leveling system, bring your landing legs up and down so this whole unit's level. Now you can also control that from up here. Strictly auto leveling. Oh, there it is. There's your auto level to touch, and it'll act the same way. Now you can set a hitch height on this. There's more instructions on setting all that up. So you can just touch your hitch height and it'll automatically set it down for you to where your hitch is always at. Once we get our unit level and stable, let's hook up our power and water. Get this big, long 50 amp cord. Comes your unit. The way these plug in now, pistol grip, put it on, turn it to the right. Once you've got it to the right, go ahead and put your black washer on up there. Now at the end of this 50 amp service, you need to plug into a 30 at a campsite. In your convenience pack is this 50 amp to 30. And then if you ever need to plug into a 110, there's a 30 to 15 amp. Comes up in your convenience pack as well. Got your power hooked up. Let's hook up your water. Again, your docking station's up here in the front. Real easy, simple connection here. At the campsites, we're going to hook up to city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting fluid in here. Hook that up to your city water connection. Hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Just to your right is your hot water heater. Now this will lift right up off here, this whole door. All we're doing at this point is making sure our drain plug's back in. You may have left it out the last time you were camping, draining your hot water heater. Throw some plumber's tape on there, not putty. Putty will gum up on you. Some plumber's tape. Get that in there nice and snug and tight. Once that's in there, you can turn that hose on. Now at this point you can go inside and deploy your slides because we've got our unit level and stable. What I need you to do is get inside and open up your water taps. Get all the air out of the lines, get a nice steady flow of water going through them, then shut them water taps off. Then you can turn on your hot water heater from indoors. Now there is an on-off electric element here. The only time you ever want to turn this on out here is if you're hooked up to 110. If your hot water heater doesn't seem to be working, come out here to see if these are bubbled up. If they are, simply press them back in. They are a reset. And then your pressure release valve. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to go to a campsite. We're going to go dry camping or boondocking. In that case, we're simply going to fill up our fresh water tank. Again, water pressure regulator. Hook that up. Now when you fill up this fresh water, don't leave it unattended. Have someone go inside and hold down where you check your battery and black and gray tanks. There'll also be a fresh water. Watch that fresh water until it's full. Once it's full, remove your hose and then you'll turn on your water pump inside. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. That's already pressurized. All right, we got power and water hooked up. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit. Starting here in this docking station. So here are black and gray tanks that we'll pull to dump when we leave the campsite. Again, your fresh water, potable water, city water connection, black tank flush. We'll talk about when we dump that black tank. Here's your antifreeze valve for winterizing the unit. See, you're already on bypass. Your unit's been winterized. You also have this hot and cold shower out here with a spray port to spray on there. Again, your auto leveling systems. There's some lighting for the front of the unit. These are your docking lights. Those ones right there. Next to that is your battery disconnect. This will disconnect all the battery power to the unit. This will come important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide and propane detector. Speaking of propane, there's your propane on the regulator. Green means you've got gas. Your hydraulics for your landing legs. Again, your hot water heater. Here's your low point drain. This is a flue for your furnace. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of that. It will get hot. And make sure nothing's ever blocking it. Wastewater and black and gray tanks are right down here. There's your black and gray tanks for your garage bathroom that you'll pull after we dump the front ones. And there's a black tank flush for that tank. Again, your power, landing legs. There's your fueling station. Ladder. Take these cotter pins out, fold this out, and it'll give you a little more finger and foot room. Utilize your ladder. Go up there a couple times a year. Check the seams of your roof. See if they're cracking or drying up. If they are, caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. Maintain the roof of this and you're going to maintain the life of this. Ramp, garage, we'll run over all that. You are prepped for a backup camera up there as well. And you have your awning. Run that out when we go over your garage. Separate entryway into your garage. Your big awning. You're prepped for a TV out here. Clip a TV on right here. 110 and cable. A couple outdoor speakers. Those will work off your stereo inside as well. Come over to this side of your pass-through storage. This side of your pass-through storage. A manual override crank for your fuel awning on the back. There's your lug nuts. Your other propane tank. Again, hydraulic fluid for your leveling system. Up front here, show you how to clip this up here. Clip them in like that. We're going to leave this open for when we start our generator up. And your batteries. Check your battery posts now and then. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. And that about covers everything out here. Let's go take a look on the inside. Coming into every unit, the first thing I like to point out is fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Coming into the hallway here is your control panel. Max air vent and thermostat we'll go over in just a minute. Let's get down to your control panel. So starting here is where you check your levels. Brand new battery. Fresh water, that's one I said you can hold down to tell when your potable water is full. Black and gray tanks. Here's where you start your generator. Let's go ahead and start that up for you real quick. There's your generator purring like a kitty. I say it's not good to turn a generator on and then right back off, so I'm going to let that run for a minute while I go over a few more things on here. So here's your bedroom, which is a wardrobe slide, living room and kitchen slides, all of your lighting, then your awning. On your awning, so I'm going to hit extend. You only want to extend these until that flat falls down to 90 degrees and you can see that bar. That will run itself up backwards. It's a little windy, I'm gonna get it ran in. It will run itself up backwards if you continue to run it out. So keep an eye on it as you run it out and make sure that you don't run it out too far. Get that ran back in here for you. Alright, let's go ahead and shut off your generator. Close your door now. So coming up here, max air vent. Touch fan on. That is going to open up and turn on your fan here. Your max air vent. There are 4 different levels of the fan. Faster and faster. Shut that off here. Let's go to your thermostat. I don't know if I can get the AC to come on. It's a little chilly out here. There's your AC cranking. We'll shut that off. Now you note the AC shut off rather quick. Now I'm going to go to your furnace. Crank that on. And get your furnace running. I'm going to shut your furnace off. You'll notice that it takes a couple minutes for the furnace fan to cycle through before it shuts off. This onboard solutions, this is where you can decide what kind of power you're on. Right now you're plugged in. Down here is an access panel to your breaker box enthusiast. Ton of 15s, a 30. I highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. Dirty floor, simply lift this up, get the trash away. Another section over here that you can hook the hose up to. The individual lighting here. Your big pantry. The thing I want to show you over here on your fridge is you do have a safety strap. Take and snap this in for travel. Make sure you snap that in. Self-explanatory microwave. It does have a surface light and a high and low fan. Pack full of paperwork for you. Your glass top here makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light. Turn this to light. Goes from blue to red. Hit your spark and there's your flame. Same thing on the oven. No pilot light. Turn it to light. Hit your spark. Then turn it to the desired temperature. That'll light your oven. Drop your panel light down. That'll give you an oven light. Continuing in here, let's talk about your TV, fireplace, and sound system. Alright, so located your remote. That'll be in this drawer here. In your kitchen area with your paperwork, a remote for the sound system. All right, once you get that on, there's your TV working. You can also hit input here and check 3 different HDMIs, PC media. There's TV. Sound system here. Crank that up. There we go. That station to come in. So we got outdoor, garage, and living room. So 3 different zones on this. Shut it off in here. So 3 different zones on this. Go through here for optical, USB, arc. Down here, fireplace. It's a little steamed up right now. It's a little chilly out here this morning, but not just for looks anymore, folks. I go through and show you the pretty colors, or brighter or dimmer, but the biggest thing now is the heat. If it's chilly in here in the morning or evening, instead of using your gas, if you're plugged into the campsite, don't use your gas. Turn this on. It'll get it toasty in here in no time. Over here on the wall is your lighting for your top bunk. There is a ladder out in the garage for that. Down here toward the floor is your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. Now the reason I mentioned that's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, nothing plugged in charging your battery, if you're out boondocking, use that battery disconnect to keep this running your battery down if you're going to be gone all day. Recliners, parachute pull we call them. All 4 of your seats recline. 110's next to your island. Let's go up the hallway here. Check out your bathroom. Main thing I want to mention in here is you got a 110 with GFCI reset. Tons of lighting and a fan. Now this is a hand crank open exhaust. Make sure you crank them down when you're traveling. In the hallway, smoke alarm. Go back to your bedroom. Emergency exit window. Separate thermostat back here. All prep for a TV. Backer, 110 and cable. Your wardrobe slide. I'll just tell you on these lights here, if you touch them once, gives you a blue ambient light. Hold it in, gives you a good reading light. We do have nice shades here as well. Note, make sure that when you travel, before you bring this slide in, that you have this completely clear. Alright, it about covers everything in here. Let's go check out your garage. Alright, coming back into your garage area. Got this ladder here you can utilize for this top bunk, or this one when you bring it down. I'll show you how the system works here. I'm going to come back here to the wall. So you got a 110 here, prepped for a washer and dryer. 110 with GFCI reset here. And here's a ton of lighting. This is for your awning ramp, your awnings out on your deck, and this is your bed control. We're going to bring your bed down. Let me show you quickly how this system works, and it's really easy. Right now it's just bringing your seating down. I like to bring it to about waist height. These are just jackknives, so lift up on the front, push back to get it to set up like so. Be able to see it easier on this one. Lift up and set these like this. You do have some safety feet to bring down, especially if you use this as a bed. Got those on both sides. you can continue to bring that down to the height that you want it. Or we can fold these back in, lift up on the front, you see the back will lay down. The same thing here. Just got them back down. You can lift these cotter pins out of here and fold this up against the wall. Once it's up high enough, you pull this out and it'll actually fold down. I'll show you that. I'm gonna bring this bed up. So once you get it about this height, you'll take the cotter pin out of each end, stand in the middle, pull this back, and these will fold down against the wall. Now if we want to bring our top bunk down, we're going to take this metal asp and flip it inward on all four corners. Back here. Back here. Now what that's going to do is that's going to catch your top bunk and bring it down for you. Now if you want your top bunk to stay up there, flip them forward, raise your bed as high as you can, and then when you bring this down, the top will stay locked. Flip them back in. You're here to catch the top bunk. Now bring it down. That's going to bring your bunk down. You also got another fire extinguisher out here. A hand crank open exhaust vent up there. The little hand button to push it on. You see as you bring this down, your top bunk is going to stop right there. Also back here, you have exhaust. Bring this back up. Again, just raise it all the way back up. So the instructions, if you forget how to bring the bunk up or down, is right here on the side of your bunk. Emergency exit window. You're also prepped for a TV in here. These green buttons, make sure that they are on before you run a digital channel scan. It's a digital channel enhancer to allow you to pick up channels better, local channels. This is your black tank button for this sewage back here. You also have a max air vent. Again, just touch it, it opens and turns on. Turn it back off down here, 4 different levels, or you can just open or close the vent. That covers everything in your garage. Let's go set up your deck. So on the back here, you get you a couple padlocks. Because of the spring assist, one person can do this. I just walk it down. Let your cables catch. The first thing I want to do is unbungee this. Alright, from here you're going to go around, remove these cotter pins. We're going to come around here. We're going to unsnap this. Now the way these fold out, this is going to have to come out first. Oh, we got another snap here. This folds to the front. A little difficult one-handed, but I think I might get it. That goes up, and then pull your front up here. And you see this will lock in right here. Same thing on this side. Just one snap in this one. Pull it towards you. Flip the side up. I think if I can do this one-handed, you might be able to handle it. And then snap that one in. There's your handle. Let me grab your steps to show you how those go on. So grab your steps, bring it up here, and they're literally just going to snap right in there on both sides. And they're held. You do have adjustable legs down here. Just remove this cotter pin if you need this to be longer. Run your awning out here real quick. There's your awning out with your awning lights. It will extend out even further. I'll show you it working. Track that back in. Heard that lock. And then our top one here, I'm going to show you real quick, is this one back outside. Show you that working real quick. Same thing, only run this out until your flap falls down. Keep an eye on it when you run it out. One last thing on your decking. Close this area here. Just take this strap and literally just click it in there all the way down. It'll come rolled in like this. Just pull it out from underneath here. And snap it on like I did over here. Pull this back up, tuck it away. That's all set for you next time. Now to remove these, again, bring this part forward, fold this part down, put your snap on. To remove these, you're going to click that forward. Put those away for you. Same thing over here. So once these are in here, to lock them in, turn it that way. Unlock, straighten it out. Remember, this part has to fold towards you. That lays down. Give you a bad angle there, sorry. And your deck's ready to close up. Don't forget to return these snaps. So the biggest thing in closing the deck up is watching these cables. Easier with two people because you can tuck them in as you're going up. Okay, so now we're going to act like we're leaving the campsite and close everything up. I like to start out by going through and shutting off all of my lights. And then I can look and see any individual lights I may have left on. Fireplace. Once I've done that, I see I got some bedroom lights on. Shut that off. These are individual one-touch lighting. Now I like to go back to my control panel, turn my ceiling light on, and say doors and drawers. Make sure all doors and drawers are secure. Nothing's going to impede your slide from coming in. I'm going to come over and latch in this safety strap for your fridge there. TV tucked back into its secure area. Actually, it's not on the swivel, so that will stay like that. And let's start bringing some slides in. The bedroom, of course, we made sure that everything was clear from the slide, between the slide and the bed. That's the short one. Go to our living room slide. Now importantly, all of your pantry doors, make sure all those are closed, because if anything is going to catch, it's going to be your kitchen slide when they come in. So make sure that they are snapped in there secure. Just slides in, shut off our lights, exit the unit. You can just fold up our steps, unhook your power, your cable, and your water. If you are out boondocking, you're gonna pull that white handle right there. That's gonna dump your low point drain for your freshwater tank. Here's where you dump your other low point drains. Come back to your auto leveling system, turn that back on, and we're going to hit retract all. That's going to bring up all of your stabilizing jacks, bring your hitch back up, and you can get back to here and lift your hitch up, get your front landing legs where you need them, hook up your hitch, and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be just in front of your tires on your off-camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle. 10-foot hose comes to your convenience pack. Hook that right up there. Come up here and pull your black tank. Now once it sounds like that's empty, or you go inside and press the panel and see that it's empty, leave this black handle open, again with your water pressure regulator. Hook that up with the hose at the dump station and let that run for a good 5 minutes. Let it wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. When it's done, unhook your hose, make sure the rest of that drain has went out, then close your black and pull your gray handle. Now your gray handle will be cleaner waters, your sinks, your showers. Again, you can listen for it to be empty or check your panel on the inside. Once that's done, close that handle. Then we're going to come back here and pull the right handle. That's going to be your black tank back here. Now once you think that's empty, water pressure regulator and the hose again to this black tank flush back here. Wash this black tank out the same way. When that's done, make sure all that washout's drained, close your black handle, pull your gray handle. Black to the right, gray wastewater to the left. Again, that'll be cleaner waters. That'll clean your sewage hose out for you. Then you can store that sewage hose away in a nice sanitary place. And then one last thing, after you've drained your waters, lift up on this pressure release valve. That's going to drain the rest of the water out of your hot water heater, and then you can pull your fresh water or pull your hot water drain here. Again, well, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Nitro for many years to come. Happy camping.